Thank you very much, David. Good morning, everyone. I'll just say a few words of welcome and tell you a little bit about what our thinking is behind this Lord Mayor's Forum before handing you over to back to David and to the other speakers. So, first of all, I want to welcome the public representatives who are here, in particular my friend and fellow Lord Mayor, Martin O'Mullor. You're very welcome, Martin, back to Dublin. I want to welcome Cathaoirleach Carrie Smith from Dunleary Rathdown, the Deputy Mayor of South Dublin, Eamon Tuffy. You're very welcome. I think Declan Brannock, Cathaoirleach of Louth, is here. You're very welcome, Declan. And our MEP, Emer Costello. Good morning, Emer. You're very welcome as well. Councillors Lucy McRoberts and Rory McGinley, you're very welcome, and thank you for the help and assistance you're giving on this project. I want to welcome the Ambassador from the United Kingdom, Ambassador Dominic Chilcott. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for the support of you and all of your team. They're of great assistance. City Manager, you're very welcome. And I want to thank the participants from the various stakeholders, from business, academia, civic government and Tourism Ireland. Thank you very much for attending. And everyone else, you're very, very welcome this morning to City Hall in Dublin for this inaugural meeting of the Lord Mayor's Forum. So the idea for this goes back really to, in terms of the specific generator for this idea, the visit that I had with Martin in Belfast last September, and it was at Martin's invitation to go up, and he gave me a very, very warm reception, and I found it very, very productive. But during that visit, we discussed the fact and agreed that there was certainly a path forward for both of our cities to work on the Sir George Quigley idea of an economic corridor between Dublin and Belfast. And it very much tallies with the growing trend towards urbanisation and a drive we're at here in Dublin to position Dublin as a very, very attractive city region for investment, particularly by global FDI seeking to have a foothold in the European market of 500 million citizens. And Dublin, as you know, has a population really of 1.3 million in terms of its region, but by forming this corridor with Belfast, we will be both mutually stronger. We can build a city region that's physically close of almost 4 million people as we move through the next couple of decades. And there are great historic and cultural ties between the two cities, and it's almost a unique bi-city offering if we can put this together. The same language, the same travel space, but in different EU states with different currencies, and that can be a strength because we can offer foreign investment the opportunity to have a foothold and a base both in the euro and sterling, Europe's two big currencies. Of course, there are great historic ties between the two cities. We share an awful lot in common. And there's also fantastic academic institutions as well. And by teaming all of this together, we have the ability to offer businesses that are seeking to have a European, Middle East, Africa base or a European base or a global base, access to a fantastically talented and educated workforce, combining the strength of all of the universities that are there and our young people that are coming forward looking for job opportunities. So that's really the idea. And today we're going to try and work on a number of themes as part of that idea. And this morning we're going to discuss the tech side. And just in that regard, to give you an example of, I think, something that has great potential. Yesterday, Dublin and Intel signed an agreement for Dublin to become Intel's global testbed city for its city sensor system, something that has been trialled for a couple of years on a very small basis, but will go citywide over the next couple of years using Intel's new Quark chip, the Quark chip being the chip that will be part of the Internet of Things, connecting everything to the Internet. And Intel Belfast, and Martin Curley will get the chance to talk about this a little more this morning, Intel Belfast are going to be part of that programme. So that's a scenario exactly where we see our two cities working together on very much branding this region as the leading region for the emerging smart city dynamic. And I think that has great potential. I'm also delighted to hear that DCU and Professor Breen McCrae are going to announce an agreement with the University of Ulster on forming a strategic cross-border link. And I think that is fantastic because our academic sector is absolutely key to growing this economic corridor. The academic sector, businesses, civic government, and then the representatives of the people coming together are the key pillars in this economic corridor developing and working. Tourism will also be key, and that's going to be discussed on the train journey this morning from Dublin up to Belfast, and then the creative industries when we get to Belfast. So there's absolutely loads of fantastic potential. I believe this initiative of the Dublin-Belfast corridor has the potential, from Dublin's point of view, to take Dublin a further step forward by moving it up in terms of city size, and I think it'll be fantastic for Belfast as well, and it'll be fantastic for all of the people living in our two cities and living along this corridor who want to access better and greater economic opportunities. So thank you again for attending, and I look forward to hearing the deliberations as the day unfolds. Thank you.